What's up, YouTubers? Johnny DIY here. Today we are going to be fixing a mysterious coolant leak in your car. If you guys are new to this channel, do me a favor and click the subscribe and the notification bell so you can get all my new videos. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so maybe you're under the hood checking your routine maintenance and you notice your coolant reservoir is completely empty. So that means your car is losing coolant somehow. If you cannot see a visible leak down on the bottom, you haven't noticed any leaking, then that means that the engine is burning it or it's evaporating somewhere, leaking and evaporating somewhere, and we're going to figure out where. Alright, so first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and check our radiator hoses. Make sure there's no little pinhole leaks or any leaks in any of your radiator hoses, your heater hoses, anything coming off of your cooling system. Also a good time to check your radiator hoses. They should feel pretty uniform when you squish them all the way throughout. If you feel any really soft spots, go ahead and replace that radiator hose. Let's go ahead and take off our oil cap. This will tell us if maybe we had a blown head gasket. It would be really frothy and milky on the cap because coolant will have been getting in the oil and that would create moisture. That looks good. Another thing that could cause you to lose coolant without a leak would be your thermostat. If your car has been overheating recently, the thermostat could have stuck closed. Sometimes it breaks in a closed position or almost all the way, and that'll lead to overheating as well. See, on this car, the thermostat is located right here in this metal thermostat housing. It could also be a water pump issue. Maybe your water pump is starting to fail. Water pumps will usually start to weep out a little bit of coolant as they're about to fail, so keep an eye out for any dripping coolant off of the spot where your water pump is on the engine. And maybe your cooling system is really overheating and you've noticed steam coming out, or it's boiling over from your radiator cap or your reservoir. Okay, so make sure your engine is cooled down, and this is the radiator cap right here. We'll go ahead and press it down and turn it. We should be able to take it off. A bad radiator cap can do all these same things. Now let me explain how a radiator cap works. A radiator cap is going to allow the pressure to build to certain pounds of pressure so that the boiling point of the coolant will be raised, and that's what cools your car. If this is broken, your coolant will start to boil at a lower pounds of pressure and it could boil over and it won't cool your engine as well, so you might notice overheating. So this little thing is quite important. It allows the pressure to go from here when it gets high into your expansion tank. That's what this little reservoir is for. So the coolant, when the pressure gets high, it'll go into your expansion tank, and then you turn off your engine and your car sits, it will actually suck back the coolant from here back into your radiator as it cools down. So as we can see, just go ahead and take it off and look at it, and it's got two rubber gaskets right there. There's a bunch of cracking on this rubber gasket. If you start to notice any rubber gasket cracking, or actually sometimes you can see traces of coolant where it's boiled over and left marks right here. If you notice any of that, it's best to just go ahead and replace this. It's a cheap part. Go ahead and check your auto store or a dealership to see which pound pressure cap you are going to need. Sometimes it's best to get these at the dealership. Dealer parts usually do not fail. Some of the cheaper parts, you can end up having a problem right away just because the new part fails. Alright, so I got my new radiator cap right here. Just want to match it up to the old one and make sure it's all good. Go ahead and top your coolant off on the radiator right here. Make sure you use the right coolant for your car. Then we'll go ahead and fill up our overflow reservoir. Go ahead and put our cap back on this. Then we can go ahead and put our new radiator cap on. Now it's a good idea to check your temperature gauge. Keep an eye on it for the next few days. Make sure it is not going up higher than normal. It's not overheating, because then maybe it's another problem than this, and you do not want to drive your car when it's overheating. Then you can end up blowing the head gasket. So hopefully this fixes your guys' problem or gives you a few other ideas of places to check. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for me and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY, guys. Keep on doing it yourself. Take care.